Sanding. It's a crucial part of many DIY projects, but sanding by hand? Oh, that can be tiring. It takes a long time. Good news, you can use a power tool to sand faster. A grinder can tackle tough sanding jobs with ease. You might think of grinders for cutting, but they're also great for sanding. With the right attachments, a grinder transforms into a sanding powerhouse. Get ready to discover the world of grinder sanding. Why use a grinder for sanding? Let's count the ways. First, speed. A grinder sands much faster than by hand. This saves you time and effort. Second, power. Grinders effortlessly tackle tough materials. Think hardwoods, metal, even concrete. Third, versatility. Grinders accept a variety of sanding attachments. This means you can tackle different sanding jobs. Finally, efficiency. Grinders provide a consistent sanding pattern. This results in a smoother, more professional finish. Safety first. Before you start sanding, gather your gear. You'll need safety glasses to protect your eyes from flying debris. Wear work gloves to protect your hands from vibrations and rough materials. Ear protection is also important. Grinders can be loud. A dust mask is crucial for protecting your lungs from sanding dust. Finally, make sure you have a well-ventilated work area. Now you're ready to gather your sanding attachments. Section 4. A grinder's arsenal, sanding discs decoded. Not all sanding discs are created equal. Different discs are designed for specific materials and tasks. Flap discs are great for wood and soft metals. They have overlapping flaps that wear away to expose fresh abrasive. Fiber discs are more aggressive. They're ideal for removing paint or rust from metal. Wire brush wheels are the heavy-duty option. Use them for removing rust, paint, or scale from metal surfaces. When choosing a sanding disc, consider the material you'll be sanding and the level of aggressiveness required. Section 5. Grinder ready. Setting up for sanding action. Attaching a sanding disc to your grinder is easy. First, unplug the grinder. Safety first, always. Next, locate the spindle lock button. Press and hold this button. This will prevent the spindle from rotating. Now, use a wrench to loosen the spindle nut. Remove the old disc if there is one. Mount the new sanding disc onto the spindle. Make sure it's properly seated. Tighten the spindle nut securely using the wrench. Your grinder is now ready for sanding action. Section 6. Sanding. Like a pro techniques for top-notch results. When sanding with a grinder, let the tool do the work. Don't apply excessive pressure. Start with a light touch. You can always increase pressure if needed. Move the grinder in smooth, overlapping passes. This will ensure an even finish and prevent gouging. For wood, use a flap disc and a light touch. For removing paint from metal, a fiber disc is your best bet. When sanding concrete or tile edges, use a diamond cup wheel. Always work in a well-ventilated area and wear appropriate safety gear. Section 7. Finishing touches and cleanup time. After you're done sanding, it's time for finishing touches. Inspect your work for any rough spots. Lightly sand these areas by hand using fine grit sandpaper. Once you're satisfied with the smoothness, wipe down the surface with a damp cloth. This will remove any sanding dust. Dispose of sanding dust properly. Use a vacuum cleaner with a HEPA filter to clean up your work area. Now step back and admire your handiwork. So there you have it. Mastering DIY sanding with a grinder is easier than you think. Remember to follow these tips and always prioritize safety. With a little practice, you'll be tackling sanding projects like a pro in no time. Get out there and transform your next project with the power of grinder sanding. Section 8. Advanced Sanding Techniques. In this chapter, we'll explore some advanced techniques for sanding with a grinder. First, let's talk about edge sanding. When sanding edges, it's important to maintain a consistent angle. Use a guide to help keep the grinder steady. Next, let's discuss contour sanding. For curved surfaces, use a flexible sanding disc. This will allow the disc to conform to the shape of the surface. Finally, let's cover detail sanding. For small or intricate areas, use a sanding attachment with a narrow profile. This will help you reach tight spots and achieve a smooth finish. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you sand, the better you'll get at it. Happy sanding. Section 9. Troubleshooting common sanding issues. Even with the best techniques, you might encounter some issues while sanding. Let's go over some common problems and how to fix them. If you notice uneven sanding, check the sanding disc for wear. Replace it if necessary. If the grinder is leaving swirl marks, try using a finer grit disc. For stubborn materials, use a more aggressive disc. If the grinder is overheating, take breaks to let it cool down. Make sure you're not applying too much pressure. Finally, if the sanding dust is excessive, use a vacuum attachment to keep your work area clean. By addressing these issues, you'll achieve better results and prolong the life of your grinder. Section 10. Choosing the right grinder for your needs. Not all grinders are created equal. Let's discuss how to choose the right one for your projects. First, consider the power. For heavy-duty sanding, a high-powered grinder is essential. Next, think about the size. A larger grinder is great for big projects, but a smaller one is more maneuverable. Also, look at the speed settings. Variable speed grinders offer more control. Finally, consider the brand and warranty. A reputable brand with a good warranty will give you peace of mind. By choosing the right grinder, you'll make your sanding projects easier and more efficient. Section 11. Maintaining your grinder. Proper maintenance is key to keeping your grinder in top condition. Let's go over some maintenance tips. First, clean the grinder after each use. Remove any dust and debris from the vents and motor housing. Next, check the power cord for any signs of wear or damage. Replace it if necessary. Also, inspect the sanding discs and attachments. Replace them if they're worn out. Lubricate the moving parts regularly to keep them running smoothly. Finally, store the grinder in a dry, cool place. By following these maintenance tips, you'll extend the life of your grinder and ensure it performs at its best. Section 12. Creative sanding projects. Sanding with a grinder isn't just for practical tasks. Let's explore some creative projects you can tackle. First, try making a rustic wooden sign. Use a flap disc to distress the wood for a weathered look. This adds a charming vintage touch to any space. Next, create a metal sculpture. Use a wire brush wheel to add texture to the metal. This transforms plain metal into eye-catching art. Also, consider making a concrete planter. Use a diamond cup wheel to smooth the edges. This elevates a simple planter into a stylish accessory. Finally, try refurbishing old furniture. Use sanding discs to remove old paint, then apply a new coat. This breathes new life into old pieces. With creativity, the possibilities are endless. Unleash your imagination and see what unique sanding projects you can create. Section 13. Sanding safety tips. Safety is paramount when using a grinder. Let's review some important safety tips. First, always wear safety gear. This includes safety glasses, work gloves, ear protection, and a dust mask. Next, make sure your work area is well ventilated. This will help reduce the risk of inhaling dust. Also, keep the grinder's power cord away from the sanding area. This will prevent it from getting caught or damaged. Finally, never leave the grinder unattended while it's running. By following these safety tips, you'll protect yourself and ensure a safe working environment. Section 14. Sanding facts. Let's answer some frequently asked questions about sanding with a grinder. Question 1. Can I use a grinder for wet sanding? Yes, but make sure the grinder is designed for wet use and always follow the manufacturer's instructions. Question 2. How do I choose the right grit for my sanding disc? Start with a coarse grit for heavy material removal, then switch to a finer grit for finishing. Question 3. Can I use a grinder for polishing? Yes, with the right attachments, a grinder can be used for polishing metal, stone, and other materials. Question 4. How do I prevent sanding dust from spreading? Use a vacuum attachment or work in a well-ventilated area. By addressing these FAQs, you'll have a better understanding of sanding with a grinder. Section 15. Conclusion and final thoughts. We've covered a lot of ground in this video. From choosing the right grinder to advanced sanding techniques, you're now equipped with the knowledge to tackle any sanding project. Remember to always prioritize safety and take your time to achieve the best results. With practice, you'll become a sanding pro in no time. Thank you for watching and happy sanding!